Good morning. Coming to you live from the New Mexico Museum of Space History News. I'm your curator, Brianna Bowlers.
And I'm your favorite resident engineer, Maquette Clark. Bree, I see Marie on the course. What are we looking at today?
That's right, Maquette. Marie is celebrating Alan Shepard and his historic golf mooning.
All right, that's not how I would have said that, but I'll bite. Who's Alan Shepard, and what does he have to do with space and golf?
Well, I am so glad you asked, Maquette. Alan Shepard was probably the most famous for being the first American to orbit space in 1961. After that, he had the opportunity to land on the moon in the Apollo 14 mission. And that is where he earned the title of the first person to golf on the moon.
So Marie is out there in the astronaut suit today because that's what Alan Shepard did over 50 years ago. Just looking at her golfing in the suit, I am observing a few things. This suit is not forgiving. It's not like a typical golf outfit where you have the freedom of movement. And of course, you can practice on Earth, but I'm sure going and golfing in space is an out of this world experience.
Now, Maquette, you have to realize that Shepard got this idea from the one and only Bob Hope, who was a comedian and entertainer, and he visited NASA with his golf clubs, going so far as to bring the clubs into the gravity simulator. Shepard saw this and realized that golfing on the moon may be the perfect way to explain the moon's gravity to the American public.
And that's where engineering rears its head. Shepard couldn't just bring a typical golf club into a limited space like a capsule or a lunar lander. So, with the help of Jack Hardens of the River Oaks Country Club and several NASA technicians, Shepard left for the moon with a Wilson Dynapower 6-iron head attached to a collapsible aluminum and Teflon tool originally designed to scoop lunar rock samples. And this way, the club was lightweight and only the 6-iron head was added weight.
Many have suggested that Alan Shepard then snuck this golf club and balls onto the capsule, but in actuality, he did get permission from Bob Gilruth, who was director of the Manned Space Flight Center, on the condition that all other tasks were completed first and that the mission was a success.
Oh, so it's kind of like how your mom will let you have cake after you've had your supper, but not before.
Yeah. Sure. After several times practicing in a 200-pound spacesuit while on Earth, it was tea time.
The Apollo 14 mission entered lunar orbit on February 4th, 1971, and after several successful moonwalks with unique collection missions, it was finally time. Alan Shepard grabbed 2 golf balls and his makeshift club. Determined not to make a fool of himself, he realized that because of the bulky suit, he would need to swing with one hand.
Oh my goodness. And at first, Alan Shepard's golf swings on the moon just duffed it. His third attempt was a bit of a dud, landing in a nearby crater sand trap. He jokingly called it a shank. On his 4th try, he nailed it. The ball flew an incredible distance, and Shepard exclaimed that it went miles and miles. What really stood out was how long it stayed in the air, over 30 seconds, which really highlighted the difference in gravity between the Earth and the moon.
Now, miles and miles in actuality, in 2009, NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter was able to revisit the site and measure the shots. The second golf ball traveled about 120 feet. Nevertheless, the enthusiastic Shepard quipped, "I did this since I am patriotic and concerned about the security of the nation." We go now to Brianna in the field.
This is Bree out on the golf course at Desert Lakes here in Alamogordo, New Mexico. The wind conditions have picked up here in the last hour, so that's going to be a little tough for the players out here today. However, the greens are playing a little slow, so that's going to be playing in their favor. The putt that we see our astronaut lining up right now is going to be just down the center putt for her. Not going to be much up and down movement there. And we hope that she can sink this planetary putt in style of Alan Shepard here on hole 14. Oh my goodness, that had to have been the greatest planetary putt I have ever seen.
I can't argue with you there, Bree. And if you all have enjoyed what you've been watching, you can follow for more on YouTube or Facebook at Relatable Space.
And for all womankind.
From us here at the New Mexico Museum of Space History, I'm Maquette.
And I'm Bree.
Signing off.
Thank you for joining us today.